famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. And Bob, you thank the competition committee for watching some football, right?
That's right. They finally woke up. Where they been the last 3 weeks?
Well,
everybody in
got
America,
it right.
everybody in America knows who the number one team in the country is. Well, they don't. Now they finally know.
Yeah,
So
after being two ranked teams like that, they said, "Oh, well, okay, we'll give it to you."
maybe they read some of my emails.
You really do contact all these people all the time?
Yep. I send a lot of letters out.
Apparently, you do. Does it do any good?
No.
No.
Never.
But Bob hangs in there. Well, this morning we got Kelly Shepard in here this morning from the cottage. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing really well. We're getting all excited for the new event we have coming up, the Christmas at the Cottage, Trees of Light.
Christmas at the cottage. And what is it called again?
The Christmas at the Cottage, Trees of Light.
Okay. Tell us about it once again for folks who might have heard the last couple of times.
Okay. So we are actually having businesses and different individuals donate decorated trees and wreaths, and we're going to put them all up at the venue, and we're going to invite the public. We're going to have vendors and different people, and we're going to have Santa Claus. Make sure you bring your kids out to it. You can come out and see the trees and wreaths, and we're going to put them online for an auction, and all of the money is going to go to different local charities around here. Been working with Fairhaven and with Shane's Crib and the Hospice of South Georgia and several different charities, and we're excited to have everybody come out.
How are you receiving these decorations, these wreaths and trees?
Well, people have signed up to bring them in, and they're actually doing all sorts of different things. One of them is going to medical research. Her son actually has I can't remember which disease it is because it's one we haven't heard of, and she's decorating a tree, and all the money will go for research to help fund hoping to get treatments for this disease that he has.
So you got different individuals here in the Wayne County area getting these trees, decorating these trees and wreaths and other items for Christmas. They're doing that and donating them to this event.
Yes.
And people will purchase these. How will they purchase them?
We're going to have an online event and an online auction. So all Thanksgiving weekend, you'll be able to look at the trees online and be able to put in bids. And
now, when can you go see them in person?
You can come see them on November 24th and 25th. We're not going to have you come on Thanksgiving, but it's the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving.
24th and 25th, you can go out to the cottage at Lake Grace and take a look at these in person.
Yeah, from 12 to 9.
12 to 9. So
yeah.
From 12 noon, so 12 p to 9 p, is that right?
Yes.
All right, at the cottage on the
24th and 25th.
24th and 25th.
Yeah,
and also during those days, people will be able to bid on these online, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
What site do they go to for this?
I will have the link on my website, which is the-cottage-events.com. And I'll also put it on Facebook and different, and so you'll be able to see it on Facebook and also online. And I'm getting it all put together.
All right, so they bid on them, and the bidding starts once again
it will be Friday morning. You can start bidding, and then it will end Sunday night.
Okay,
and then,
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you will let the folks know who purchased these on Monday.
On Monday,
or late Sunday night.
Monday. We'll just tell everybody who won Monday, and then they can come pick up their trees and enjoy them for the rest of the season.
Do they pay online when they are the top bidder?
Yes.
Okay, so they'll pay online and come out to the cottage and pick up their Christmas decoration tree, wreath, whatever the case may be. Yeah. And but people you can see them online. You know, it's one thing about seeing them online. You can do that, but you can go in person.
Yes.
On the 24th and 25th of November, the day after Thanksgiving, that Friday and Saturday, from 12 noon to 9 p.m., and see these beautifully decorated trees and wreaths donated by local folks. to help raise funds for different charities here in Wayne County.
Yeah, we also will have silent auction items that they'll be able to come out and bid on while they're at the cottage itself. One of them is a wine tasting up at Watermelon Creek Winery. So there's going to be a lot of different things to see and do when you're there. It'll be really nice, I think.
Okay, so you're going to have some silent auction items there. Now, how would that work? Being 2 days like that, when will that cut off? Because usually you have people standing there watching the page begin to be the last person up to it on the silent auction.
That will be Saturday night.
Saturday night on the silent auction. And what time will that end?
That will end at 8:00.
At 8:00. So you can on Saturday you can do the silent auction and be there at 8:00 to see if you are the high bidder on these silent auction items.
Exactly.
Well, this is really good. Good idea that you've done to help raise funds for different charities here in Wayne County. A very unique way of doing it, and also a way for local folks to show off their talents in decorating. I will not be given anything because I can't decorate at all. But it will be nice to go out there and see the talents of the folks here in Wayne County who are, they're donating their time, their money, their effort to buy these trees and wreaths and decorate them and bring them out there to raise these funds for these charities here in Wayne County.
Yeah, and we're going to have hot chocolate and hot apple cider that you can come and get and just enjoy your time. Just take a nice leisurely stroll and just enjoy the beauty that's out there.
When will Santa Claus be there?
Santa Claus will be there. I will have him almost all day, both days.
So almost 12 noon to 9 p.m. for good old St. Nick. They're just about.
Yeah, just about. Well,
just about.
We'll have to give him some breaks because he's got to take care of his reindeer. But
all right. And, well, that's good. That's a good event coming up on the 24th and 25th out there. Go out there and see these decorations and, and the Christmas trees and the wreaths. Get ready to bid on them online to raise funds for charities here in Wayne County.
Yeah.
And will the charities be identified?
Yes, we have. We'll have them all on the tree and wreath that they are going to. So if, as you walk through, you'll be able to read about all the great charities and all the different people that it will be able to help as you go through.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else, Kelly?
Not that I can think of, but
all
everything's
right. Well, good luck with this event.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. And the cottage, folks, is located. What's your exact address? Because so many people use the GPS things these days.
It's 130 Griffiths Road in Screven.
All right. 130 Griffiths Road. And it's a Scriven address, but it's actually at Lake Grace, folks.
Yeah. If you just go on the road by Lake Grace, it's right there. Just follow that dirt road around by Lake Grace, and it's right there as you go off of Dry Creek Road.
Right. Okay. You take care.
All right. You too.
Right.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be back more of the world famous Butch and Bob show in a moment right here on Big Dog Country Radio.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
World famous Butch and Bob show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup for this 15th day of November. Well, Bob, what's on your mind? You got some papers in front of you.
I'm looking for my pastor. He's supposed to be here to promote the big Thanksgiving community service tonight.
They were supposed to be here this morning?
Yeah, they're supposed to. Their schedules.
Oh, that's right. That's
sure
right. You mentioned that yesterday. The pastor from Calvary Baptist was supposed to be here.
Pastor Pete's supposed to be here.
Pastor Pete, where are you?
And the other speakers, Reverend Brandon Stone and of Crossroads Church of God and Pastor Paul Eastwood of First Baptist Church Scrivener are all supposed to be here to promote the big event this Sunday at community worship service at Calvary Baptist Church at 6 p.m. So I guess they forgot.
The best they forgot. If Pastor Pete is listening, he can always text in to us here at 912-427-3711 and give an excuse why he forgot. He probably just forgot.
They were scheduled guests today.
They were scheduled along with Kelly, and we had two different guests this morning. And but Pastor Pete, well, they got the big. You talk about the event coming up.
Well, I say it's one of the best events. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I say if you want to get in the holiday spirit, it's a great event. It's a community Thanksgiving service. Everybody in Wayne County is invited. It's always a big crowd. They get a community choir that provides great music, and it's just a fun night to get in the holiday mood and get ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And again, we just invite everybody to the big event this Sunday at 6 p.m. at Calvary Baptist Church. Again, the guest speakers this year, and the Ministerial Association always selects the speakers. So Reverend Brandon Stone, pastor of Crossroads Church of God, and Pastor Paul Eastwood of First Baptist Church of Scrivener, Georgia, will be the guest speakers on Sunday night. Gets underway at 6 o'clock. So Bruce Harris puts the choir together, and they all come together, and the music's always fantastic. So look forward to the event Sunday night at 6 o'clock at Calvary.
All right. Sounds good. And did you say our congressman's calling in the morning?
Friday.
Oh, excuse me, Friday morning. I mean, Friday morning.
There's a lot going on. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching. They're acting like school children up there. Did you see that? Where one of the congressmen said McCarthy punched him in the kidney, and you said all that, and they got people yelling and screaming at each other. And I can't wait for Buddy to call in.
These are full-grown
adults.
You would think that our elected officials would be mature people.
They're acting like elementary. I can't wait.
Look through the history of any country when it comes to politicians, and it just.
They said they've been up there too long, so I don't know. They
just need some relief.
But
they're getting on each other's nerves.
I mean, that's just sad. I mean,
it is. I mean, you look at it sometimes, and it's like a three-ring circus.
Bernie Sanders had to stop two guys. They're about to get in a fight. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
They challenged each other to a fight. Guy stands up, and Bernie Sanders saying, "Sit down. You're a U.S. congressman. Sit down." You got to have more respect than that. This guy's challenging this guy to a fight right there.
Supposed to be like Aaron Burr back at the beginning of the country.
There in the halls of Congress.
They went outside and duel. Let them go duel on the front lawn there at the Capitol,
Just sad.
Pistols at 50 paces.
What do we do?
Actually, it wasn't 50, but a little less than that.
Just embarrassing up there. I mean, it's just, they're acting like kids. I mean, it's just crazy. It's like bully on a playground. Let's go. Let's fight.
You want to fight it out? We'll fight it out.
Right there in the halls of Congress. So, unbelievable. But McCarthy says he didn't do it, but the guy says he did. He's ready to take a polygraph, so I can't. The guy's from Tennessee, so I mean, that's the big story the last 2 days. Did he or did he not hit the guy in the kidney?
Jeez.
So I mean, I can't wait to get Buddy Carter's take on all this. It's like, what is going on?
What is going on?
And plus, we hadn't had his thoughts on the new House Speaker too. Get his thoughts on that. So
you got to call him in what time on Friday?
He's calling in at 8 o'clock right now.
8 o'clock. Okay.
So we'll have him this Friday.
All right. The pastors are thinking that tomorrow is the days they're supposed to begin. All right, y'all come in tomorrow. Y'all can still come in tomorrow.
I don't know who's on the board tomorrow, but we'll fill
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. The pastors were thinking that tomorrow is the day we're supposed to come, but y'all can still come in tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll take back everything we said. We really didn't say anything, but yeah, y'all just come in tomorrow. We're sorry about that. Yeah. Oh, the RF is coming back from AM. Jeez. All right. People can hear things here in the back. Anything that you can talk for a second? I need to go turn the AM transmitter down.
The school board met last night. I said they're moving forward with the bonds for the ROTC building and the ag facility. Michael Kirkland with FFA was there to talk about how it's going to be a multi-purpose facility, not just an ag facility. So they plan to have banquets and proms and all kinds of events at the multi-purpose facility. So they're moving forward with those two projects. Again, all this was approved by the East Bloss that the voters voted on earlier this year. So it's $20 million worth of bonds being sold until the East Bloss money rolls in. So those facilities should be underway shortly. So we'll see how it all looks at. But it's supposed to be a nice multi-purpose facility right there. And I think they voted a couple of meetings ago to build that across the street. So it's not going to be built on the same side of the high school. They're moving that across the street with all the land they've got across the street. So it should be a nice facility once it's built. I don't think they gave a timetable on when it's going to be built, but Michael Kirkland was there, excited. Thanked the board for moving forward with this project. So, and all this was approved by the eSplosh, the two projects, the ROTC building and the new ag facility, both needed at the high school. So,
it sounds like it's going to be a great facility there, multi-purpose building, multi-purpose things it can be used for, other than just just ag. It's a lot of things that can be used for, and one day we'll sit back and say, how did we do without it?
well, they say Ware and Coffee's got the two nicest ones in the area, so they've been to those. But Michael Kirkland says that they traveled all across. The high school principal, Brett McDaniel, said he traveled all up North Georgia and looked at all different types of facilities, trying to get an idea of what they want here in Wayne County. So they took bits and pieces of everybody's facility and said, yeah, we like this, we like that. Let's
put it all together in one unit. Huh? Good. Can't wait to see it built in a few years.
Yeah. Something is definitely needed. There's a lot of kids involved in FFA.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks involved in that. In addition to that, the other activities it can be used for also. So it's going to be really nice. Get that built, get the ROTC section added on to the high school and have those big things done. And I'm sure there's going to be money left over for a new weight room for Wayne County High School for all the athletes and for the PE kids. There will be.
Let's hope.
I'm sure they will be.
How about a new stadium?
Well, that's down the line there, but there should be enough money because there's a lot of things. You got to have new buses with air conditioning. You got to have new electronics, computers, all kinds of stuff that needs to be done. And yes, we do need a stadium. You go look at these other stadiums around us, and we think, we need a new stadium. But let's start with that weight room. The athletic department, not say the athletic department, but folks involved in athletics here in Wayne County, let's put it that way, citizens here in Wayne County that the athletics are important to them, help pass that splashed and that e-splashed. And so it'd be good to have that weight room because athletics is education. So I'm sure they'll have enough money left to put into a new state-of-the-art weight room. We can start there and start going from there and have the stadium next. Just you or I, Bob, have got to win a $200 million lottery, and then perhaps maybe we can donate the money for a new stadium.
Unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet.
Unfortunately, that hadn't happened. But at least we can get that weight room.
We try. We got a ticket. It just hadn't won.
I went over to Moultrie a couple of weekends ago and visited with a friend over there for the weekend, and they took me around the Colquitt County High Schools, and boy, I mean, what a facility over there. And their stadium is not at their high school, but the baseball field, soccer fields, their indoor practice facilities also there at this huge high school, but the stadium is still in town. But it's marvelous. Absolutely marvelous.
Ware County's just about to build a brand new indoor facility too. So,
are they?
Yeah. So
Ware County, which is Quad A, also, right?
They're supposed to be comparable to us because they're moving in our region. So how do they think Jesup and Waycross are similar size? I don't get it, but. Just like
it comes down. I think they have like a 200 or 300 more students than we do. I think they'll be them, and I think Warner Robins will be the biggest in terms of student enrollment. But we'll have 1,400, and I think Ware's got 1,700, and so does Warner Robins, and then so it's.
I talked to Coach McDonald, AD, yesterday at the basketball game. He said that region's not set in stone. BC's not happy. They're trying to move out. Perry's trying to move out. Warner Robins trying to move out. So
good.
So hopefully that's not going to be the region.
Would that be a heck of a region there? BC, Warner Robins, Ware, Perry, all those teams are every year in the playoffs. Every year.
Well, the problem is the travel. I mean, it's a long way from Savannah to Warner Robins, a long way from Jesup to Warner Robins. I mean, and Perry's a long trip too. They're talking about 2 hours. I mean, that's a 2-hour trip.
Yeah. Well, when I was in Moultrie a couple of weeks ago, they were playing a region game against Richmond Hill. So how would you like to go from Richmond Hill, which is north of us, all the way over to Moultrie? That's further than we have to go to them. That's a long travel right there. They have to be in that region they're in. Same way with Camden County. They got to go way over there to Valdosta and Lowndes and all that area.
It's a long trip.
Long trip.
I don't want to make those trips.
Yeah.
Like we said, is football is not a big deal because you're traveling on a Friday, no school on Saturday. But we're talking about these other sports like baseball and basketball and tennis and golf, and I mean, just that's a long way to go.
It's a long way to go for all these other teams that play in the middle of the week like that.
Yeah, you're getting in home 2-3 o'clock in the morning, still have to go to school the next day. Like I told Coach McDonald, some of these GHSA people need to come down and make these trips on these cheese wagons and see how they like it. Maybe they'll get.
Well, a lot of them probably did. I know I did. But
I'm talking about people on that committee.
On the committee?
Yeah, they need to make these trips from Jesup to Warner Robins and get home at 3 o'clock in the morning and get up and try to go to work the next day. I mean, they say they care about kids. That's not caring about kids. So, but they don't seem to care about anything except their own pocketbook. So, like I said, they step in and charge everybody all kinds of fees when they start the state
they could
playoffs.
use that app thing for that that app thing out of Atlanta area that gives money back to them big time. So everybody uses them.
It's a mess, but it is what it is. But I'm hoping that region doesn't get set in stone. Instead, everything will be set by Christmas. But
where do you find?
Yes, we have to ask. We have to send.
I'm going to put it in your court now, Bob. Where do you find enough teams for a region?
Well,
just in our area in 4A.
I'm not moving. I'm moving up to 5A. I'm playing Glenn and Brunswick and Statesboro.
Oh, you want to move up to 5A?
Yeah, I want those trips. I want the Brunswick trip to Glenn Academy, Statesboro, Effingham, places where I don't have to drive 2.5 hours to go to a ball game.
You'd rather move up.
Yeah, I'd rather
move up.
You
can't move down.
Well,
you can't always move up.
If it's
down.
in my hands, I'm moving up and playing that region. I'm playing Glenn and Brunswick and Statesboro and Effingham, and I'm playing teams that are 45 minutes away.
Teams that have maybe 500 more students than you, and you think it's fair to play them?
Well, I'm just saying, and I just have to grin and bear for 2 years. And
then do what?
And move. Well, they change it every other 2 years. So,
I know, but still.
But I'm not playing. I'm not opting to play Warner Robins and BC and Perry and travel 2.5 hours. I'm just not doing it. That's my option. My option is to move up and play Glenn and Brunswick and Effingham and teams in Savannah and just have a nice little region where we don't have to travel 2.5 hours. That's just me. Saves a lot of money. Just think of the money. Just think of the gas. Gas isn't cheap. That's a bunch of money.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, just a very expensive 2 years if you move in that region. So that's just that's my option.
So you'd rather play up against?
I'd rather play up against Glenn and Brunswick and Statesboro and Effingham and teams close by.
Okay.
And I know once you get in state playoffs, it'd be hard to compete, but at least you get there. I don't know if you get there playing Ware and Warner Robins and BC and Perry. And then roll that dice.
That's top 10 teams every single year.
Saying, you might not get
of course, we've been top 10 the last couple of years,
might not
too.
get to the playoffs in that region.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of good competition out there.
Fortunately, there's still
discussion.
Unfortunately, there's discussions taking place, so we'll see how it all plays out. But,
right.
it may work out if Warner Robins and Perry and BC all move out and they move different teams in. It might be different. So
yeah. Well, see if you can find enough teams for a region of 4A.
Apparently nobody
within an hour and a half away.
Apparently nobody in that region's happy. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Okay.
BC always gets their way, so we'll wait and see what they get.
Yeah, BC always gets their way.
Yeah. They always do what BC
Deep
wants.
pockets with the alumni there at BC.
They always do what BC wants to do. So
deep pockets. Captains of industry here in the state of Georgia.
That's exactly right.
All right, Bob. You have a good day.
Okay.
All right, the world famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. And it's brought to you by Van's Barbecue, First Southern Bank, Murphy Builder Supply, O'Quinn & Associates, Connection Coffee and Creamery. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country.